Steven Bowditch is one of a big group of Australian players who teared up on the PGA Tour. Most of those now based in the US grew up watching the biggest names in world golf competing in the Australian Masters every Southern Hemisphere summer. For its first 30 years, the Masters was hosted at Melbourne's Huntingdale, and after a 6-year break, it returned there last month for this season's edition. Bowditch was among those in Melbourne, recalling his Masters memories.
This is obviously where the tradition started, and it's one of our great golf courses here at Huntingdale. Just to be walking in the locker room and seeing all the great Aussie golfers and the great world golfers that have all held up the trophy and put on the jacket.
Bowditch is back home in Australia at the end of a very successful season. The highlight came in his adopted home city of Dallas, Texas, where he led wire to wire in the Byron Nelson Classic to win for the second time on the PGA Tour.
It's been a great year. It's I've sort of reached every goal that I really wanted to reach, and to get in the top 30 in the Tour Championship, and then to be able to play President's Cup, it was definitely a year I'll never forget.
He picked up 1 point from 3 for the internationals as one of Nick Price's picks. After a number of one-sided American wins, a tweak in the points system led to a much closer encounter, this time in Korea.
Yeah, it was unfortunate not to be able to get over the line, but we all gave it a good shot. We just got off to unfortunately just a bad start that first round. Being 4-1 down, it just really put you on the back foot, and we had our chances Sunday afternoon, and it's basically ended up being nearly a coin flip. So it's great for President's Cup and great for all the boys to be involved in.
The President's Cup has already been contested in Australia twice, and recently the PGA Tour announced it'll be returning again in 2019. The venue hasn't yet been announced, but it will definitely be played on one of the world-famous sandbelt courses in Melbourne.
There's nothing like the sandbelt, to be able to need all the variety of shots, the rock-hard greens, the wind, just the great designs, over the past however long since they've been here, you've never really had to change much of the golf courses. They always stand up to the test of time.
Part of Steven's success this year can be attributed to a new off-course regime. Realising he needed a lifestyle change to keep pace with the PGA Tour's next generation, he hired a full-time trainer and physiotherapist to look after his body. The results were impressive as he lost 14 kilos.
All these young guys are coming out now that are already physically fit and ready to go, and they're already sort of, I guess, head of the game. They're big and strong and can hit it a mile, and I just felt like I was starting to lag behind a little bit and had to do something about it, and it seemed to pay off.
By virtue of his excellent season on the PGA Tour, Steven gets automatic starts in a number of the biggest events on the calendar next season, including the first 3 majors of the year, and that means a return to Augusta National for the second time in his career.
It's a golf course and an experience all in itself. It's something that the first time I was there in I think 14. And then I didn't make it back the following year, and watching it on TV and then bringing back the memories that it created. When I was there, it definitely went straight to the top of my list. I've got to get back there and compete, and there's just something special about that place. It's hard to explain, but everyone knows what I mean when you walk inside those gates. It's an unbelievable experience.